Hi guys, welcome back. So my beans are done, you guys. So now we're gonna go ahead and take them over to the sink into my strainer, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're going to go ahead and rinse off these beans. And yeah, so they're still boiling a little bit. I just turned off the heat. So put the steam out. And we're gonna go ahead and take off this hot top. It's really hot. So they have been cooking for a full hour, which after this they're gonna cook for about another 2 hours. So let's go ahead and go and strain these. Let's hot a little bit and give them a rinse. It's really hot. Just want to make sure my hands are safe. Okay, so we're going to get out the few little beans that are inside of the pot. Then we're going to go ahead and rinse out the pot. Okay, so now that the pot is back on, we're gonna go ahead and turn it back on to this. We're gonna put on number 5 this time. I'm gonna grab some coconut oil. So I don't really like using heavy greases in my food, so I'm going to be doing some coconut oil as my oil base. That's the part about leaving coconut oil in your fridge. It's really hard to get it out once, it's been in the fridge. But I don't like my coconut oil super liquidy. In my house stays hot. Okay, so I have my coconut oil in the pot. Now I'm gonna go ahead and got something out of there. So once the oil gets pretty hot, we're gonna add our onions and peppers and our minced garlic, which I only have like a little bit in here. So we're gonna let this heat up. I'm gonna put the lid back onto my coconut oil. And this is 100% pure coconut oil. Let's see the ingredients. It's just coconut oil. That's what you want to look for, ingredients like this when you buy something. You want to look at the ingredients and see that it's mainly, you know, one product in there. I left my beans over there in the sink to cool down. So when it's time to add. So now I'm going to add in my red onions, my yellow peppers, and then I'm going to go ahead and add in the rest of this garlic in here, which is about a tablespoon of garlic. So it's about a tablespoon and a quarter in. Okay. So we're going to get that heated up, sauteed down, and cooked before we add in our meat. So if you haven't noticed that this is a one pot meal, and there's just no need to dirty up dishes when you're making chili. You just have to do a couple added steps to this. Let's go ahead and brighten up in here because it's really dark in here. Just gonna add a little light. So I also need to get my chicken bouillon. Don't know where I put it, but trying to find it. So I guess I have to open up another one. These are bouillon sticks. And we're gonna take out 2 bouillon cubes. So, still cooking up. me get my spoon. The way you cook chili is not to force the cooking. You want to hold on, you guys. Hold on. Lift up the camera a little bit. So the way you want to cook this is, like I said, don't force it to cook like fast. This is one of those recipes, if you want it perfect, you have to, you know, let it do its thing on its own. I can't leave this door open. It's just letting in too much heat from outside. If you guys know, if you guys live in Arizona, I mean, not Arizona, but Vegas, it's really hot right now. We're going through our monsoon season, so the rain was over. Now it's the heat. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe today is 111. So it's really hot outside, and I don't want to let that heat in here. So what I want to do is now add in my bacon. I know you're like, bacon and chili is like a no, but we like it, and it's pretty good. It's just an added meat bonus. And because we're using turkey, we're going to just add in a little bit of pork. It's so hot that I'm sweating my hair out, y'all. Since I started this chili, my hair has just been sweating out, which I'm going to have to do another flat iron to this because it's super sweated out, y'all. But no, I was not. Bye. It smells so good, you guys. Literally. So I'm going to turn you guys around, and I'm going to show you what my pot is looking like so far. So it's just frying up. Sorry if the camera gets a little foggy. So red onions, yellow bell peppers, garlic, and bacon is in here. It smells good, looks good. So now let me put, sorry for the movement around. So put y'all back up there. So all I really want on my bacon is like a little brownish, just to show that it's browning, and um, doesn't have to get really crispy because I cut it so small that it's basically going to render down to almost nothing. So I just love the flavor of the bacon in there. And because I'm using a fatty bacon, that fat is going to render down in that chili. So the bacon is going to be almost not noticeable in there, but you're just going to have that full body flavor in the chili. And when the chili cooks down within an hour, I'll come back and then I'll put on my cornbread for the last hour of the chili cook. And once that's done, I'm going to come back and plate up. And you guys get to see what it's going to look like. So now we're going to go ahead and put our ground turkey. I'm definitely going to have to wash my hands after this because it feels disgusting. It's wet. So I put about 3 pounds of turkey in here. So, hands are washed and drying them. And now we're going to go ahead and mix up this turkey. So, at this point in time, I'm going to go ahead and season it. So, I'm going to go in with some garlic powder. And put about 1 tablespoon of it. We're going to go in with our black pepper. I hate the tops on these. They make the hole so small. So about 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. We're going to use about 1/4 tablespoon of cayenne just to give it like a little smoky heat to it, but not too spicy because the kids are eating it. I'm going to add in some paprika just for that red color in this chili. And then I'm going to go and get the onion powder because obviously it's not in here. Molly. Can you sit the onion powder down there?
Wait, are you practicing that with Kevin?
It's not there? Okay, I'll look. So let's keep looking for the onion powder. Garlic, black pepper. I do not see the onion powder. Okay, found the onion powder, y'all. So, about a tablespoon of onion powder. And now we're going to go ahead and mix up the meat. Like I said, I didn't put any salt in here. Oh, and because this is turkey, we don't have to drain the meat like as if it would be ground beef. Ground beef, if you're using beef, you want to go ahead and drain off all that excess grease. But turkey doesn't make grease like that. If you use the lean ground turkey, which I'm using, but if you're using a lesser ratio in your turkey, then and if it makes oil, and then go ahead and take off that oil. So this meat is going to cook. I'm going to get my can opener so I can open up these cans. So I'm going to be opening up these cans of sauces right here. Ashani, make sure my meat is cooking well, getting mixed in. Shani. It is so hot. Can you open up that can, this can, this can, and this can? It's so hot. My hair is getting wet because I'm like literally pouring down in sweat. This is not open all the way. Okay, so meat is almost done. Turkey meat cooks way quicker than ground beef does. So about another 2 minutes, it'll be done. So about the time she's done opening up these cans, it'll be done. And with these 2 cubes of canned bouillon, I'm going to add about 1 cup of water to this chili. Well, because we're adding tomato sauce and it's liquid, we might be doing like about, I want to say a little more than 1/2 cup. So green chilies are now going in, and you don't have to put this in any order at all. Just don't. It smells so good. We're going to go ahead and add our hamburger seasoning to this. About a 1/2 tablespoon. You don't want it to be salty at all. Then we're going to go ahead and add our cumin in here. Not too much because cumin is really strong. So that's about it. And now our taco seasoning. And then before we add in our tomatoes and things like that, we're gonna go ahead and give the meat a taste. It smells like tacos, but not once it cooked down and add the beans, it won't taste like tacos. But the smell is so good. It's almost like that smell that makes chili all worthwhile in cooking, especially in the heat. Making chili in the summer, okay? So now we're going to try this. We're going to try this meat and see what it tastes like. It's super hot, y'all. So add in our bouillon cubes. So like I said, if you don't have cans of chicken broth, which I prefer not to use anyway, dump in your bouillon cubes. Try and crack them down in here. Mix them in well. So we're going to add in our 2 cans of tomato. It's going to be a real big pot of chili, y'all. We're going to add in our tomato sauce. Oops. And I'm using these 8-ounce cans. They're really tiny cans. It's nice and thick. And then we're going to go ahead and drain our white beans. And we're also going to go ahead and rinse them off in some cold water. Want to do the rinse of wet beans in a can around. I want to stir them up too because they can stick together and you won't be able to get that bottom gunk off. Okay. So white beans rinsed off in the can, stirred, and then drained, and then we're going to put them in. Some delicious turkey chili, y'all. And now we're going to add in our beans that we cooked in that chicken bouillon to give it that flavor, rinsed and drained. And now we're going to go ahead and put them in our chili and give it a good mix. It is thick that we might go ahead and add about 2 to 3 cups of water. I wasn't expecting it to be this thick. So I'm going to add our water. And then another cup. There's our second cup. And then we're going to mix this around. And we're going to go ahead and let this cook down for 2 hours on medium. So let's turn it down. So, let me show you what it looks like. So here is the chili. It's really liquefied and thick at the same time, but it's going to get thicker. The beans are going to get softer. And yeah, we're going to come back once it's nice and thick. So I'm going to go ahead and pop the lid onto this chili. I'm gonna set my timer on my stove for 2 hours. So let me show you. Timer is on 2 hours. And I'm gonna come back and show y'all the end results of this yummy, yummy, yummy chili. Okay. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys for the final part 3. Okay. So see you guys.